Speedway, 30 laps of distance. MLM Diagnostics Pure Stocks main event.
All right, well, just keep an eye, see if it drops off. You can go ahead and green flag.
Yes.
The next time you didn't do that, so, because I've been losing my mind too.
Green flag in the air. Pure Stock main event underway. Chooch Schneid did not get up to speed in that 77 car. That allowed Riley Martin to get into the second spot and Aaron Aiken into the third spot. Sean Nadeau down through the dirt in the 35 car. He hangs on to it. We stay green. Up front, the villain, Scott Vienne, going to lead lap number 1 in car number 5. Riley Martin trying to take the top spot away from him in car 21. Aaron Aiken grids third. Daryl Quinlan battling with the 27 of Maggie Clark for the 4th spot down the back straightaway. George Riley Jr. in the 34 right in tow. Gage Osborne got caught up in some traffic. He's trying to reel in the lead pack now. The battles for the second spot. Aaron Aiken down to the bottom side on Riley Martin. Martin opens up the door, and Aaron Aiken's going to take the second spot away. Daryl Quinlan hanging on to that 4th spot down the back straightaway. Clark trying to clear him on the outside groove, but Quinlan fighting hard from the bottom side as the villain, Scott Vienne, leads the way in car number 5. Gage Osborne is making his march toward the front to the outside on your defending champion, George Riley Jr. Right in front of them, Quinlan and Clark still side by side as Clark starting to get the upper hand on the outside groove in car 27. Quinlan down low, Clark up high. Now Gage Osborne going to follow Clark on the outside groove. Clark able to clear Quinlan down the back straightaway. Gage Osborne works the outside next in the 55 car. He's going to clear Quinlan down to turns 3 and 4. Up front, the villain, Scott Vienne, now has his daughter, Aaron Aiken, on his back bumper. This is going to be a good battle. Riley Martin hanging on to that 3rd spot, trying to nail down his first career podium in the MLM Diagnostics Pure Stocks. Clark thinks about the outside groove. Riley Martin trying to keep that car pinned to the bottom side. Gage Osborne looking to the bottom side on Clark now. Maggie Clark in the 27 car now thinks better of the outside groove, falls in line. George Riley Jr. now working back to the outside on Gage Osborne down the back straightaway. Good hard racing from 3rd on back as the battle for the lead starting to heat up now. Between the 33 of Aiken and the 5 of Scott Vienne. Clark goes to the outside of Riley Martin now down the back straightaway. Maggie Clark looking for the 3rd spot on the 21 of Riley Martin. Gage Osborne right there. Good racing from 3rd on back. Martin on the bottom side now has Clark alongside in the 27 car. Gage Osborne trying to fill the hole down underneath Maggie Clark if she can't get it done on the outside groove. Up front, the battle for the lead. Aaron Aiken looking to the bottom side on Scott Vienne. Osborne thinking about making it 3 wide for that 3rd spot. Riley Martin hanging tough in car number 21. Martin keeps that 21 car pinned to the bottom side. Clark doing all she can from the outside groove. It is good racing for the 3rd spot right now. A 3-car battle, about to be a 4-car battle, and Osborne sticks his nose down low. Osborne was done waiting, made the move, and Gage Osborne's into the 3rd spot. Power move by the 55 of Gage Osborne. What a nicely done maneuver there for the 55 of Osborne. Saw the hole and made it happen. I don't even think they made any contact. A bold move. Oh, Riley Martin apparently had enough of the 27 of Maggie Clark and sends her for the spin cycle. Clark keeps the 27 car rolling, as does the 21 of Martin. We stay green for the moment. Doug Churchill in the 83 car at the back of the pack spins it around. Caution flag on the Speedway. Churchill back underway. Tough break back in the air. Pure Stock's back underway, and Aaron Aiken gets a great jump on the restart and takes the lead. George Riley Jr. works the outside and into the 3rd spot. Now going for the 2nd spot. George Riley Jr. takes advantage of the bad start for the 5 of Vienne, and he's going to take the 2nd spot on the outside. Now Gage Osborne is going to go back to work to take back the 3rd spot. Osborne looking high on Scott Vienne as George Riley Jr. now going to put the pressure to your leader, Aaron Aiken. Osborne gets to the bottom side of Vienne. He'll take back the 3rd spot down into turns 3 and 4. George Riley Jr. now putting the pressure to the 33 of Aaron Aiken for the top spot. All the heavy hitters have risen to the top now. Aiken, Riley Jr., and Gage Osborne in the 55. Early leader Scott Vienne back to 4th. Daryl Quinlan having a nice run up inside the top 5. Riley Martin, early front runner, set to go a lap down to your leader. Gage Osborne trying to take back the second spot now from George Riley Jr. Erin Aiken able to get to the bottom side on Riley Martin and clear him. She's got clear racetrack ahead of her. The battle is for second now between George Riley Jr. and Gage Osborne in the 55. Osborne gets the bottom away from George Riley Jr. and he'll take the second spot away. Now he's going to go to work to try to reel in your leader, Erin Aiken. George Riley Jr. fights back on the outside groove and takes back the second spot at the line. Good battle for the second spot between Gage Osborne and George Riley Jr. Now Osborne inching back in front in that battle for spot number 2. As they're battling, Erin Aiken starting to open up her advantage at the top. Riley Jr. a little sideways on the 34 car. That's going to allow Gage Osborne to clear him down into turns 1 and 2. The villain, Scott Vienne, still having a good run in the 4th spot in car number 5. 5th is still Daryl Quinlan in car number 12Q. 19 down, 11 laps remain for Erin Aiken in car number 33. George Riley Jr. trying to stick with Gage Osborne, not falling behind right now, right to his rear bumper down the back straightaway. There's 10 laps to go for the Pure Stocks because they didn't have heat races. They get the extra 5 laps in their main event. So it's a 30-lap main event. 9 remain at the line for Erin Aiken. 9 laps remain for Aiken. Erin Aiken puts the 77 of Chooch Schneid a lap down. Osborne starting to run out of time to try to reel in your leader, Erin Aiken, in the 33 car. Lap starting to tick away in tonight's 30-lap main event for the MLM Diagnostics Pure Stocks. 4 laps to go at the line. It's all Erin Aiken in car 33. Gage Osborne all alone in the 2nd spot. George Riley Jr. 3rd. The villain, Scott Vienne, having his best run of the year, I believe, in the 4th spot, as is Daryl Quinlan up inside the top 5. Maggie Clark trying to make a march back towards the front in that 27 car. She had a rough ending to 2021, and it hasn't been much better in the early goings of 2022. Caution flag on the Speedway. Doug Churchill around in car 83, and that is going to change everything in tonight's 30-lap Pure Stock main event. Gage Osborne's going to get his shot at Erin Aiken here now in the 55.
Actually, hold on, get the 12 in front of the 7.
George Riley Jr. will regrid 3rd. He has a shot from the bottom side. Scott Vienne 4th, and 5th is Quinlan in the 12Q. All right, lineup is good. Going to cross him up at the line. 27 down, 3 to go for Aaron Aiken.
This one done, guys. We're on a time crunch. 3 to go.
She had opened up an advantage.
Left to go.
While Gage Osborne and the 34 of Riley Jr. were battling for that second spot. We'll see if Osborne has anything for Aaron Aiken. Green flag back in the air. Pure stock main event back underway. Aiken got the jump. Osborne trying to stick with it down the back straightaway. George Riley Jr. dealing with the villain Scott Vienne. Vienne trying to hang to the outside of the 34 of Riley. 2 laps to go at the line. Gage Osborne is there at the front. Aaron Aiken hasn't felt much pressure. Vienne now on the crossover on George Riley Jr. Vienne down low. George Riley Jr. up high. Gage Osborne putting the bumper to the 33 Aiken now. Osborne looks to the outside groove now. White flag in the air this time by. Oh, Riley and Vienne get into it. White flag is in the air. Quinlan around the outside of Riley for the 3rd spot. Gage Osborne trying the outside Aiken. That's not going to work. He's got one last shot down the back straightaway for the final time. Osborne tries the outside one last time. It's not going to work. Aaron Aiken is going to be your pure stock winner. 2nd to Osborne. At the line for 3rd. It's going to be close, and it is Daryl Quinlan on the bottom side. Gets the 3rd spot. 4th to Riley, and 5th to the 27.